Well, San Martino, our big feature match, the return grudge match between that man, the Russian pair, Ivan Koloff, as he makes his way into the ring with the chain. Bruno, I thought there was going to be some leverage, some motion against Koloff to get rid of that chain. You don't mind him bringing it into the ring. It's what he does when he finishes the match.
Yes, Wild Thing. Tonight, oh, I already know. You are a great wrestler. You are a seasoned wrestler. 6'2", 250 pounds, blonde hair, eyes of blue. All the American girls go crazy over you. But you see, the old veteran Ivan Koloff showed you I had more experience. You make one little mistake, and I capitalized on it, and you are a pin. Because I used my brains, American. Wild Thing, tonight, you're going to find out it wasn't by chance.
The SRO crowd here at the beautiful Grand Ballroom in the heart of the Big Apple. And this is it. Look at the Wild Thing. Now, this is his kind of town. Those are his kind of people. They were right there.
And you know what? He loves it all. Look at him. He has a good time. He loves it. The only thing I would say to him is that that's all well. He's all smiles and he's happy and he's waving at the people. But once in that ring and facing Koloff, he's got to be all business because in there against a very dangerous man.
You know, Bruno, he seems quite at home here. You know, this is his first trip to New York City. That's right. He said flying in, he couldn't believe how big the buildings were and how close they all were. Yeah, first trip to New York City for the boy from Kansas City.
Woo, baby, yeah, you, Ivan Koloff, tonight, UWF is going to have the final challenge on who is #1 in the sport today.
Anybody who wrestles this guy, they better be in tip-top shape and be prepared mentally, physically, in every which way, because this guy here, he is tough.
Koloff goes a solid, and I mean solid, 262 pounds, as you see the crowd with the USA champ. Ray at the 241, giving up some 21 pounds. And Koloff is really a brawler in the ring. I mean, you got to be prepared for a brawl. Look at that, good drop kick, though, by Ray early on here.
Gave him a stiff kick, and Koloff went down. And look at Koloff in the face. He looks like he's that upset him a little bit. Uh-oh, he goes with an arm bar.
He has Ray in trouble here.
You don't want to let Koloff get a hold like this and stay on it. You have to try to get away from it because he's the type who'll keep on it, and he'll damage it. Hey, nice takedown. He got behind him.
The takedown may get him. No. Hey, you know, Bruno, I was just informed that Captain Lou Albano next week here on the Fury Hour will have none other than the Honky Tonk Man as his special guest live interview during our program.
How about that, huh? Isn't that something? Hey, when
the package. Well, no. Up two of them.
And he's going to try this again. You know, when the head of the UWF said he was going to bring all the superstars into the UWF, he meant what he said, didn't he?
Herb Abrams has done just that. We took a look at Rick Rude along ringside. Ivan Koloff. This has been a very good match for both.
Put them up beautifully, but you got a 2 count. And here's Koloff with that big boot and a chop.
Now, that was a great opportunity for Ray there. Now he's taking some big chops from Koloff, who appears incensed at this point. And he's got the chokehold now. Hernandez in there to try and break it up. Koloff working the other midsection now of the Wild Thing. Stevie Ray. Neck breakers. He turns him around. And again, talk about getting out of it. Hip toss.
You know, this Wild Thing to be against a veteran like Koloff, I have to take my hat off to him. He really is doing pretty well. He's holding his own in there. He's taking some hard blows, and he's come back. He's shown me that he's got a lot of guts, and he's got courage, and he's in shape, and he can dish it out. He's a tough kid.
Wild Thing trying to get free. His neck in between the tree trunk-like legs of Ivan Koloff. You see to the left of your screen again, that's Rick Rude sitting down rather, watching very closely. We're trying to get to the bottom of that for you as weeks go on here in the UWF. Big foot to the face of Steve the Wild Thing Ray. That could be enough. Oh, watch out. Koloff, so dangerous on the canvas, now going to the top of the rope. He's on the green rope. Oh, he's stripped down and he falls on the top rope. Ouch.
Boy, he got straddled right on that top rope. Koloff did. He's in a lot of pain. He's in trouble.
Well, I think the men watching can sympathize with Mr. Koloff, even if you don't want to. Clothesline by Gray. This might be it. Hooks the leg and no.
That was a flying clothesline. I mean, he came flying in the air with all that weight, and I thought for a while I thought he might have had Koloff. But again, to his credit, again, they have to repeat over again just how tough Koloff is. Some other opponent may have not gotten enough from that.
Wild Thing was trying to put the finishing touches on Ivan Koloff. Kick to the midsection. What's Hernandez doing?
Well,
illegal there.
Well, he was in a corner, and he's saying, you know,
he got the chain on. He hit the top chain. He hit him in the top turnbuckle, Bruno. And Koloff had pulled the chain on the top of that turnbuckle. And boy, it's a wonder he didn't throw
the referee didn't say it. The ref didn't say it, but exactly as soon as push him out, he took that chain and did it with.
Ivan, the Russian Bear.
No, Jesse Hernandez is usually right on the ball. I think he missed one there, Bruno.
And that's a shame because it cost Steve Ray, the Wild Thing here, the match. And it's a shame because he was really doing well. And I think he gave Koloff all that Koloff could handle. And to lose it in such a fashion, I think it's a shame. But this young man's got nothing to be ashamed of. He is solid.
What happened? The Wild Thing obviously told Hernandez exactly what happened. He didn't hit the turnbuckle. Ray is saying, I hit a chain on the top of the turnbuckle.
Yeah, Koloff saying, here's where I had my chain. I had it strapped up. Nonsense. We saw differently.
Here's a replay of another angle. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. Steve Wild Thing Ray, what a bad break for him here in this match. Ivan Koloff, former world champion, uses his ring experience against the odds and takes the win over Steve Ray. Everybody in the audience saw what happened. And the last time these two powerhouses met, young Wild Thing Ray also got chipped out of a win. But I'm sure the next time, Steve Ray will study up on his wrestling moves.